Now moving to Tourism Square, so that's another type of service. As we mentioned at the very beginning, Murmuration is really focused on tourism and urbanization. So Tourism Square is a tourism digital twin for tourism professionals. Basically, what it does is that it puts the tourism activities in front of the environmental conditions to say, okay, each one of tourism activities that we can do. So think about hiking, swimming, outdoor activities, but also indoor activities, museums, and so on, is dependent on the environmental conditions that are around it. You cannot go hiking if it's 40 degrees. If the area is poor in terms of biodiversity, for example, it's not worth it. So yeah, these parameters are taken into account, and then we have this tool that models this for tourism professionals. Beyond modeling it for like today, what's most important is the climate projections, is to see will this destination or this place, would we be able to perform the same activities in 5 years from now, in 10 years from now, in 15 years from now, or not? Or should we practice other things or promote other things? This obviously comes with social, economical repercussions of the evolution of this climate condition and in the destination. So this is how it looks like. So that's the interface that is provided, and the Tourism Square basically provides a targeted local modeling of an area. It answers questions such as effect of rising temperatures on outdoor activities, as we've seen earlier. It provides a practicability score per activity for a selected period and area. So we can say, depending on the environmental conditions, will we be able to perform this or that activities or not? Climate scenario simulations, that is one of the key features as well of this of the tool, and it's also built for decision makers, obviously, industry professionals and destination managers. 3 dimensions of environmental data are, we put the focus on them here. So air quality, temperature, vegetation. And for each one of them, we are able to do this projection in the future and to see how they will evolve in the future. Also, the user can manually actually change the environmental conditions and to see how this will impact the practicability of these tourism activities in the area. The final step. So basically, you can see the tracking by activity. You can perform the simulation, but also you can do a CSV export of all of this information to include further down the line in existing tools and applications that the user has on its side. Many audiences are targeted by this type of service. So decision makers and tourism professionals, what we call destination managers, are basically, it can be a very local, a tourism office, for example, is a destination itself, but it can grow and to be on a national scale, for example, it can also be of interest to them. Tourism boards and local authorities, this is also one of the key actors of Tourism Square today. Basically, they are also interested in the benchmarking and comparison capacities of that's provided by Tourism Square. It's in the sense that we can compare the environmental conditions and the practicability of tourism activities in one destination and compare it with another destination and so on. User journey, to use the tool, you can just log in, select, choose a period and the environmental indicators that you want, analyze and then simulate and export. All of this is free and provided on Destination Earth. More advanced, for example, we have constrained the selection of environmental conditions to only 3 when you go through the Destination Earth a free offer, but if you want an augmented version, you can go for the premium part, and then you can have more environmental conditions and thus more activities to model through the tool. Similarly to Caliph, Tourism Square has benefited from the DESP platform and the Destination Earth specific data sets. So Climate DT is also key here for the what-if climate scenarios that are plugged into the tool. What's interesting here also is to see is that the data sources are quite quite variable, quite heterogeneous. So you have vegetation, wind speed. That is also a key meteorological factor that directly impacts the practicability of activities in a destination. Also, Copernicus data sets are from foundation data sets in this context. So we have again an example where we mix between observation, satellite observation, but also value-added services provided by the Copernicus program and the destination Earth data sets through the climate change adaptation digital twin. The service has been featured on Destination Earth since 2024, and it's gaining more and more users throughout